Hello guys and welcome to today's daily puzzle Journey to G7. Let's get right to it. So what do I see? Well, obviously I see the intention behind the puzzle, which is to get our queen to G7 and with support from our pawn deliver checkmate on the king. Now, sadly though, that pawn can't simply be abandoned by our queen to do this, because then their queen can simply take the pawn, meaning that we no longer have the needed pressure. Now, luckily though, we do have some ways of distracting the queen. Most noticeably being the rook over here, and by sacrificing it with an attack on the queen, either forcing the queen to take or to simply be taken. Especially because, well, the queen has no other escapes on the diagonal, as everything is covered by some of our pieces in some way or another once the rook has moved, obviously. And on top of all of that, even if they somehow do decide to sacrifice their queen or take the rook, that will all lead to us being able to have enough tempo to slide our queen over. So let's start off by going for their queen, and obviously they don't take the bait, but they do have the tricky move of taking their pawn and sliding it forward, attacking our queen. Obviously this is intended to bait out queen takes pawn, but that would once again lead to us losing the pawn that we so desperately need. So instead we are simply going to move our queen back over here, keeping up the protection for the pawn, and if they do anything else, well, then we simply have the other pawn that can take, keeping up the defenses on the pawn. So we simply move back, and indeed they do take, after which we can safely take this pawn, as our pawn over here no longer is under threat from their queen. Meaning that in one more move we will have checkmate, and surely they take our second rook, but it matters not, because they have lost the game. There we go. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully see you next time. Bye.